What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl Jay, and I'm about to pop my again, but this time we're not on my channel. This time we're on Out Loud. Yes, you heard it, Out Loud. Out Loud is a media platform that focuses on the mental health and the well-being within the Black community. I decided to do this because for the past 2 years of my life, I have just been going through trials and tribulations, and I know it's just not me. I know that somebody out there needs to hear this story. They need to be empowered, they need to be inspired and motivated, and who else better to do that than me? You guys have been telling me on my personal channel how much I inspire you guys, how much I motivate you, how much I just bring you guys life, and it means so much that I can finally say that I want to actually empower you guys to do so. Honestly, mental health is very important. It's something that I've struggled with my whole life. Having ADHD, anxiety, and depression is not easy to live with. I didn't realize how much mental health affects me, my relationships, and some of my personality traits. And honestly, it's just not a good look, and it's something that I had to really sit with myself. Like, after I graduated college, I've basically been healing, basically been unpacking all of the childhood trauma and things that I went through in my past life, and just trying to bring up a better version for myself and showing up as my true self and really being honest about my mental health. And that is something that we really need today. Mental health is definitely one of the things that impacts most people, especially within the Black community. And I know for me personally, I grew up like within a single parent household. You know, we struggled growing up, and so my mom would always tell me, like, or tell us, me and my brother, she would tell us what goes on in this house stays in this house. And basically that kind of carried within me throughout my adulthood, and so that's just not a good thing to hold everything in. Hence why the name is called Out Loud. Things I've always wanted to say, things we've always wanted to say out loud, and it's just bring it up to the surface. So that's what inspired me to do this show. So for those who personally know me or have been around me long enough to know, then you've probably seen me do what I like to call blank out. And I now call them like visions. Growing up, my favorite show to watch was Dai'shell, and as y'all know, she would, like, when she would have a vision, she would stare out into space and blank out. So I do suffer from focal seizures. Well, I won't say suffer because it's not bad. I don't fall out in shape. I just blank out for a couple of seconds. It has been something that has definitely impacted my mental health as a whole. I haven't really, now I'm at a good space about it. I've kind of always pushed it to the side and just really kind of ignored it because of, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, because in my household, like, my mom, she didn't really took the initiative to, you know, take me to the doctor to get it checked out and stuff like that, until I had an incident to where it was like, it's no choice, I have to figure out what this is. So I'm just going to give you guys 3 stories on how I basically have focal seizures and how it was just embarrassing. So the first time, the furthest back that I can remember, I was between ages 8 to 10. Can't remember the exact age, but between 8 to 10, I was helping my aunt cook French fries. And so I was taking the frozen fries and putting them in the grease. Mind you, you know, I'm 8 to 10 like years old, so she's telling me how to, like, you know, cook food or whatever. So you guys, I ended up, I kid you not, I ended up eating one of the frozen fries, like, and she was like, why are you eating the frozen fry? But my mind didn't process that. Like, I knew that I had food in my hand, but I didn't know, like, I was cooking the food. Fast forward to 7th grade, I would never forget, I was in history class or social studies, whatever you want to call it, Mr. Rosenbaum's class, and he was talking. He asked if anyone had questions. So, you know, as a teacher, you know, when you ask if anybody has questions, you probably still talking, you know, trying to finish what you're saying. I have my hand raised, and as he's talking, trying to finish what he's saying, you guys, I blank out. And so then he finally calls me in the middle of my blank out, and I was like so embarrassed. He kind of did like a little smirk, and it was like the first time I can remember doing it in public. And fast forward again to my sophomore year in college when I'm 19 years old. And when I was 19 years old, I had to do a monologue. I went to school for theater arts, so you guys know I love to act. And so I had to do a monologue. And so in the middle of my monologue, which is basically a long speech, basically, I blank out. And this was a test. So I blank out, not once, but twice. You guys, I literally ran out that classroom crying. I just felt so defeated. I felt, number one, embarrassed because I just did that in front of my class and my professor. And my professor thought I was lying, thought I was just trying to get out of taking the test, but that wasn't the case. Like, I had to actually go and get documentations to say, like, okay, this is what I have, and had to show him so he can know that I wasn't lying, which is crazy to me. But I am so thankful for that experience, because had it not have been for that experience, I probably would have never gotten a check. Well, I probably would have, but it just had to take me to be of a certain age. Obviously, I couldn't go by myself as a minor. And again, my mom was a single parent growing up. It's still no excuse as to why, you know, she didn't, you know, take initiative and seen the signs early on. But she's a single mom, and I love to use this as a reference. One of my favorite shows is Euphoria, and as we all know, Euphoria is about a high school drug addict, and she ends up relapsing. And I know people on Twitter was like, oh, Rue's mom is such a bad mom, she didn't know that she's back on drugs. But you guys have to realize, like, she's a single mom, take care of 2 kids, running the household. Still no excuse, but that's just pretty much what it was. So I was 19 for fall break. I ended up going home, and I went to the doctor, and they told me about what it was, and you know, I got prescribed medication for it and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the main reasons why she never wanted to take me, because she didn't want me to pretty much be on medication, because she said it would bring up other stuff, whatever. But I take my medication, I'm doing good. Sometimes every now and then I will blank out. It happens more when I am tired and stressed out, and there's just a lot on my mind. But once I'm focused, I'm mellow, I'm good, it doesn't happen as much unless I'm just not taking my meds regularly. And I will insert a clip here to show you guys what that looks like. In this particular clip, it doesn't always look like this. Sometimes I'm just blanking out. Sometimes I'll do like a tick, as you can see in this video, with me rolling my tongue. So roll the clip. Doing much. Oh gosh, I keep doing it. So anyways, y'all, so I just want to let you guys know, like, I have not been gone for no reason. I've actually been preparing for my new business venture, which I'm super excited about. It is a web show called Out Loud. It will be centered around mental health. If you know, you know. I might just keep the little clip that so basically, I'm not gonna go too in depth in it right now. You guys just gotta stay tuned. But it is centered around mental health, and I really had to sit with myself. I really had to do a lot of deep thinking, a lot of deep healing. Answer the question how I handle it. I actually handled it in like the worst way possible. It caused me to pretty much isolate myself. It caused me to pretty much feel like I'm not worthy of certain things, because I had this issue that I just wasn't being 100% and truthful about. In certain friendships and relationships, I find myself isolating myself because I always felt like an outcast because of this, which it's not nothing terribly bad, but it is something that can really cause you to want to be away. Like, for instance, if I know that I'm repeatedly blanking out during the day and I have to be somewhere, I'll just kind of stand off. Like, if I have to go to work, I'll kind of be standoffish and don't talk, because I have the fear of talking to someone and being in the middle of a conversation and just completely blanking out. Like, I could be in front of this camera right now and just stop off and stare. And it's something that, you know, I pretty much had to cope with and just understand, like, it's not nothing that happened to me, it happened for me, so I could be able to tell you guys this story. So other than the seizures, you know, playing a part in like my isolation and sometimes like my attitude and just anything of that nature, it also affected my business and me shooting content. As you all know, I have been doing content and having businesses since high school. I call myself the queen of all trades because I could do many things. Like, I could do music if I want to. I could do hair and makeup if I want to. I could do this if I want to. I could do fashion if I want to. That's just stuff that has always been a part of me. But because I can do so many things, it caused the ADHD inside of me to spiral everywhere. So imagine being in college as, you know, an 18, 19-year-old, and you're going to work, you're going to school, you have to provide for yourself, you have to do homework, you have to fit in your party, and you have to make sure you have time to shoot content. It was honestly a lot on me. So I found myself starting something, stopping something, starting something, stopping something, and it got to the point to where it just was a repeated thing. And just over my healing journey, I just decided to just stop completely. Like, stop posting pictures on Instagram, stop posting YouTube videos, so I can actually sit with myself and understand what that blockage was for me. And it all came down to my mental health. I had a lot of things that I had to heal from the past. I had to really understand that understand that the things that I go through in life is part of a test that's going to lead to my testimony, which is why I'm fulfilling this purpose right here. So it has definitely affected me in so many ways, and I want you guys to understand that I'm doing this so you guys can learn from my mistakes, so you don't make those same mistakes. If it's anything you have to talk about, anything you need to say it. Do not hold it in, because what it's going to do is it's going to show up in other places, such as your relationships, your friendships, and your business. My overall goal for Out Loud is to do 3 things: inspire, to motivate, and to entertain. Those are my 3 purposes in life, and I just feel so passionate about this. I'm so excited to be doing this. I'm so excited to have you guys on this journey with me. And it's definitely different for me, you know, being 100% vulnerable the way I have been and sharing something that I've been holding in my whole life. But I am 100% sure that with this, I can help so many other people. I want to be able to have that same engagement as I have on my personal channel. As you all know, I have a personal channel at Dai'shell. Make sure you guys subscribe if you aren't subscribed. But I pretty much vlog my life. I'm very authentic. What you get is what you see. And I've been told, like, you know, I help people motivate. I motivate people, and I inspire people, and I keep people on the right track and let them know that if I could do it, you could do it. And that's pretty much what I want from this show. Like, I don't even care if I touch 5 lives. Like, I just want to be sure that I'm the voice that I've never heard. Like, it's very important for people who are going through mental health, anxiety, ADHD, depression, and whatever it is that you may go through. It's very important to have a safe space. As I close out this video, I just want to let you guys know that this will not be one of those regular podcasts, okay? We're going to touch on current topics and relatable topics, but don't expect the standard 50-50 in dating. We ain't doing all that. This is a complete safe space. This is for you to take a break from the drama, the comparison, anything that you're going through in life. This is for you to come and to hear me say, and of course I'm gonna have guests, and you guys are in for a treat. Like, I don't want to say too much. You guys are in for a treat. Again, this is something I've been planning for 2 years, and my ADHD just would not let me put this out. But I went to an event over the weekend, and I talked to some people, and they told me that I can't wait no longer. I can't wait. I just have to do it, and I have to not only do it for you guys, but I have to do it for myself. I have to believe in myself and know that this is for me. As you guys can see, this is the first episode, and it says "Say It Out Loud," and we will be doing a segment every episode where you guys will write in to me. The instructions will be down in the description box below. But anything you're dealing with mentally, if you have any relationship advice, that's fine, but make sure you're talking about mental health in regards to it. I really want to hear you guys' story and be a person that you can talk to in regards to your mental health. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel, like this video, spam the comments. Also, go subscribe to my personal channel. I will be dropping vlogs on there as well. like and spam everything over there. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned and enjoy this journey, and I hope this show brings you so much joy and clarity. And let me say this before I close out, one more thing. Whatever it is you want to do in life, do it. If God placed a vision in your heart to do, you have to do it. It's not a conference call. Don't go asking somebody, oh, do you think that I would be good for doing this? Do you think that I can do this? No, it doesn't matter. If God placed that vision in your heart, it wasn't a conference call. It was for you. Y'all heard me. I said I had this idea 2 years ago. Fast forward 2 years later, everybody has a podcast. Not bashing everybody who has a podcast, but I'm just saying, if you don't do it, somebody else will. So make sure you guys are putting your goals first. You guys are healing and becoming the best people that I know that you know you can be. And I will see y'all in the next one.